Okay, made it through that mostly without crying, so we're doing good. Before we begin the awards and recognitions portion of our concert, I'd like to say a few thank yous to some people who, without their support and help, nothing we do in the Lebanon Band program would be possible. I have a little bit of a list here, so please hold your applause until the end and we'll recognize them all as one group. The LHS administrative team of Dr. Katie O'Quinn, Kim Hinckley, Craig Reeves, Bob Matthews, and Will Christian, Renee Alman, Starlene Simmons, Taylor Whitaker, and all of the administrative assistants at LHS that are critical to so many things that happen in this building. Our central office administrators, Dr. David Schmitz, Dr. Brad Armstrong, and Dr. Laura O'Quinn. The performing arts department team at LHS, Sam Overton, CJ Thomas, Charles Askew, and Max Jackson. Our band booster officers, Tom Clement, Aleda Weirs, Bronwyn Antozeski, Sarah Johnson, Angie Glenn, and Karen Brown. Alvin Deskins, Kristen Morgan, Keith Reether, and the rest of the crew at Morgan Music for all of their support. The best group of band staff colleagues anywhere, Ben Todd, Laura Mudge, Carol Hubble, and Heidi Benny. And finally, our band staff families, especially Chris, Kyle, Raymond, Tori, and Taylor, for being our home support system and helping us through a very challenging year. Please help me give this group of people a big round of applause for all their support. In addition to this year's senior class, we'd like to recognize the class of 2020 this evening. This group of students contributed immensely to our success throughout their band careers, but they unfortunately did not get to have a final concert last year. At this time, I'd like to invite any members of the class of 2020 who are in attendance tonight to come down here to the floor, right over here, to be recognized here in just a second. This time last year, the band staff and this group of students all got together on Zoom to have our spring concert. We chatted and laughed, we announced award winners, and we laughed until we cried at perhaps the funniest list of senior superlatives I've ever seen. It wasn't the same as a real concert, but it's definitely something I'll remember for the rest of my career. Some of them are finishing their first year of college. Some are beginning their time in our armed forces. Some are working members of our community. And I'm proud of every single one of them. I'm going to read the names of each member of the class of 2020, whether they're in attendance with us tonight or not. And I would ask those that are to come shake my hand and remain right up here to be recognized. See, I still get to boss them around even after they graduate. Our 2020 seniors. Hannah Albright. Henry Albright. Tim Barrick. Gage Blackburn. Madison Butts. Gracie Carroll. Madison Dameron. Vaughn Edwards. Madeline Frederick. Maverick Haley. James Hopkins. Abby Hines. Austin Johnson. Whisper Kane. Brennan Keller. Emily Lester. Ashley Milliron. Haley Mings. Sarah Moore. Kaylin Musser. I forgot to tell you there's a lot of them. Cameron Pelster. Abigail Richards. Kylie Roberts. Tamara Rogers. Danielle Shoemate. Carolyn Sterner. Madison Teetsy. I thought I saw Maddie here tonight. Madison Teetsy. Rachel Triplett. Robbie Wadley. Alex Weirs. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior band class of 2020. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I hope you are proud alumni. Good to see you. Thank you. As many of you know, Mrs. Carol Hubble, our assistant band director and percussion coordinator, is retiring at the end of the school year. Mrs. Hubble is finishing a 31-year career in education with 16 years of service to the Lebanon Band. Unfortunately, Mrs. Hubble is unable to join us in person this evening, but she is watching via Zoom. So everybody right now say, "Hi, Mrs. Hubble."
Hi, Mrs. Hubble.
Mrs. Hubble is originally from Dixon, Missouri, and holds bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg. She taught for the Belton School District, the Missouri Military Academy, and her hometown elementary school in Dixon before coming to Lebanon. She has been instrumental in coordinating percussion for SCMMEA honor bands, has held office with the Missouri Percussive Arts Society, coordinated instruments and equipment for the MMEA Drum Circle, and created the Mid-Missouri Percussion Arts Trophy competition, which has brought world-famous percussion artists to Lebanon and provided performance opportunities for our students and students throughout the region and, in fact, the entire country. To say the least, Mrs. Hubble has had a tremendous impact on percussion education in our area and throughout the state of Missouri. However, what most of us will remember most about Mrs. Hubble, and I believe what she would say she is most proud of in her teaching career, is the way she connected with students and inspired them to be their very best. Students reached incredible musical heights under Carol's instruction, earning spots in all district and all state bands, earning top ratings on solos, winning trophies at MPAT, and going on to be highly successful music educators. But she also taught and mentored future members of the military, business professionals, nurses and doctors, parents, and community members. I know without a doubt that Mrs. Hubble takes great joy in watching her students succeed in their musical endeavors, but perhaps even more in their success in their lives after high school. Her ability to inspire, mentor, and guide students of all backgrounds and circumstances is something that all of us on the band staff admire and seek to emulate in our teaching. Tonight we have a plaque that we would like to present to Mrs. Hubble in recognition of her outstanding career. It reads, "Presented to Carol Hubble in recognition of 16 years of service to the Lebanon R3 Band Program. The students, parents, staff, and friends of the Lebanon Band thank you for your leadership, dedication, and commitment to musical excellence." Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize the wonderful and incredible Mrs. Carol Hubble. I know that Mrs. Hubble really wishes she could be here tonight in person. She has, however, asked her former student and the person who will be trying to fill her very large shoes, Mr. Tony Lucas, to read something on her behalf. Mr. Lucas.
I'm very sorry that I cannot be there with all of you tonight. I am caretaking my husband, who is undergoing cancer treatment. I would like to thank the students that I have had the privilege to work with at Lebanon. I've enjoyed my time with you more than you will ever know. You have kept me going on my lowest days. You gave me purpose and joy in my life. I love you all. Special thanks goes to the Lebanon Band parents. I appreciate all the love and support you have put into your children and the band program. Thank you to the administration that I've had the opportunity to work with in Lebanon. Thank you for your enthusiastic support of the students and teachers. Finally, thank you to the wonderful colleagues who I work with each day. I have had an angel on my shoulder when it came to the music teachers God placed in my life. My first music teachers were my parents. They instilled a deep love of music in my life from the beginning. Whether it was singing and dancing in the house or going to church and hearing and learning four-part harmony for the first time. I have always been blessed by having the best music teachers and the best colleagues. An angel was always on my shoulder when these people were placed in my life as well. Thank you, Aaron, Heidi, Laura, Ben, and Tony. I am honored to go through my final years of teaching with you. I love you all, and I know the Lebanon Band is in the best hands possible. Thank you all for listening to this speech in my absence. I hope that Mr. Lucas was able to read it all without having to tell the Pat Ashton joke to make it through. Please forgive him if he got too emotional while reading this. She knows, okay? I'm thankful for his love and passion for his new job. I am confident that he will do an excellent job as the new director. God bless.
We would now like to begin to honor our senior class of 2021. Each of these seniors have accomplished a great deal in their time with us, and we will honor each of them individually in just a little bit. First, however, we have some special awards to give out. All of our seniors have made incredible improvements in their musical abilities over the course of their high school career. But each year we recognize a senior who we feel has made improvements above and beyond the norm. This year we recognize a senior who made a conscious decision early in their high school career that they wanted to become a better musician. They have been extremely consistent in taking lessons, practiced diligently, and have risen to be one of the lead players in symphonic band. He's performed solos for district festival and auditioned for all district bands. Our 2021 Most Improved Award recipient is Michael Schaefer. Student leadership is something that we value very highly in the Lebanon Band. We rely on drum majors and section leaders in marching band and ask older students to mentor and teach their younger peers whenever the opportunity presents itself. Tonight we would like to recognize one senior who has distinguished themselves through their student leadership abilities. Our 2021 Leadership Award goes to Hannah Lehman. The Instrumentalist Musicianship Award is presented to a senior who has distinguished themselves through their musical abilities and performance capabilities. The recipient of this award must demonstrate a high level of individual skills, but also the ability to